Hello. In this workshop, we will be talking about understanding the UK job market and how to apply for jobs. Starting off with some information on UK graduate labour market. This was taken from ISE, which is the Institute of Student Employers, survey of 135 student employers. 48% are recruiting the same number of graduates as last year. 36% are hiring more. 18% increasing their intake by at least 10%, and 56% of employers are recruiting the same number of interns as last year, and 24% are hiring more. Prospects found that 17% of students had undertaken work experience in the last 12 months. Lack of work experience was the main struggle for job-seeking university students. Around 3/4 of students found work experience useful in developing their skills. Paid, longer-term, and face-to-face experiences were most useful. Despite the pandemic, work experience was predominantly face-to-face. The majority of student work experience was unpaid because obviously what they do is the focus is more on giving you the training, giving you the chance to shadow professionals. And 66% of businesses say they'll conduct more of the recruitment process online. Now, there are two main ways to enter UK job market: graduate schemes and direct entry. Graduate schemes are offered by large employers looking for a constant influx of talent. Entry-level training programs you can apply for if you have a degree. It gives you hands-on experience of different areas of a company, a chance to follow a structured training program, and a route to develop your talent as a future leader at a company. For graduate schemes, recruitment for graduate schemes and internships often happens a year in advance. So if you're looking to start a graduate scheme in September, the likelihood is that the deadline for that would be as early as October. This means there's not much time at the start of the academic year to get your applications ready. The list of graduate schemes for 2024 can be found here on the Save the Student website, and every year there's new information that gets updated. So obviously you've got 2024 at the moment. Next year it will update to all the graduate schemes that are available in 2025. You can find graduate scheme opportunities in most employment sectors. You don't have to go into an area related to your degree. Some graduate schemes may ask for a specific subject. This is because of the training that's involved in a graduate scheme. They can train you up to do a specific job role. Many employers are looking for your high-level thinking skills rather than subject knowledge. The sectors where you're likely to find the most graduate jobs are the following. You've got accounting, you've got banking and finance, civil service, law, media, engineering, and more. Looking at direct entry, now direct entry roles cover the rest of the graduate market and are where the majority of graduate roles where the majority of graduate roles are. Employers tend to be small to medium-sized organizations with few structured programs. It can be difficult to know if these organizations can sponsor international students, so it's worth checking with them directly before you apply. Sometimes these roles aren't openly advertised, so you may have to submit speculative applications. These can be very successful if you've got a unique set of skills and culture awareness the employer is looking for. Apply for jobs early. Investment banks and large professional services open applications in August and September. Applications are accepted on a rolling basis, meaning employers assess candidates as and when they apply, rather than waiting for the deadline date. So the earlier you apply, the more roles are available. Consulting firms open applications in September and October, and deadline dates are often around October or November. Assessments such as online testing and case study interviews usually take place from November to January, and application for graduate schemes within sectors like fast-moving consumer goods and energy and utilities also open in September and October, with deadline dates and assessment processes often around mid-November or early December. These employers often recruit on a rolling basis as well, so again, apply early. Where should you look for those vacancies? Now, the first place to check is Student Hub. Here you can find out about all new roles posted within a sector you're interested in. You can also apply directly to employers through their website. Other useful graduate level job sites are places such as Prospects, Target Jobs. You've got the Careers Group, Online, and Milkround, with a few more stated at the bottom. Remember, when looking for jobs within smaller or newer organisations, they may not advertise on such sites, so it's best to approach them directly to discuss opportunities. What UK employers are looking for in international applicants. Now, skills UK employers want international students to demonstrate include excellent language skills to communicate with international clients, interpersonal and team working skills, understanding of the sector you're interested in. This is where obviously commercial awareness plays a big part. Why you're applying to a particular organisation, relevant work experience is also important. This is why we always talk about the importance of work experience and volunteering. In last year's survey of the top 100 UK employers, a third said places on schemes were given to graduates who'd completed internships. Employers are also keen for students to volunteer and undertake voluntary positions to test and develop skills in a different environment. Graduate employers value work experience, but international students need to check their entitlement to work under UK's point-based system. Getting work experience in the UK will strengthen your CV and make you more attractive to employers in the UK or your home country. There are different types of work experience you could gain during your studies. These include part-time work, you've got voluntary work, vacation work either in the UK or your home country, projects with external organisations as part of your course or outside of your programme of study, summer placements or internships. Placements are usually degree related and lasting 2 to 3 months. Talking a bit more about summer placements and internships. Now, an internship is a period of work experience lasting for a fixed period of time, anywhere between a week and 12 months. They are typically undertaken by students and graduates looking to gain relevant experience. So you want to make sure that you find something that's relevant to your degree. Employers use period of work experience to assess a student or graduate's capability and often recruit from their interns rather than advertise their vacancies externally. So apply for an internship that you've got an interest in. There is a difference between internships and work placements. People often confuse internships and work placements, but the two types of experience are different. While internships are usually undertaken over the summer months or after graduation to gain experience in a particular field, work placements, also known as a year in industry or placement year, are taken as part of a degree. Students on a placement year are completing a module and receive academic credit for that particular year. This is where you will see that a degree is being advertised with a sandwich year or a placement year. While gaining work experience, look for ways you can gain examples to demonstrate the transferable skills that employers expect, such as commercial awareness, teamwork, communication, which it is important to include, written and verbal, and most important one, problem solving. Now, I also wanted to highlight the UK application process. The application process for most employers is outlined on their websites. It usually involves completing an online application form or submitting a CV and cover letter. This should be tailored to every organisation. And most of them, they ask you to complete online aptitude tests. There is a tool called Graduate First on Student Hub website, which will help you practice these tests. If you're successful in the test, then you'll have a telephone or video interview to talk through your academic and work experience and discuss your motivation for the sector and role. If you pass this round, then you'll have a face-to-face or virtual interview or assessment day, which often includes activities such as tests, group exercises, individual presentations, and role plays. This is meant to emulate the work or projects you might be involved in. Please visit our Student Hub website for more information and to practice using all our interactive resources. This will ensure you're familiar with the UK application process and it will give you a chance to practice and perfect your techniques. Immigration and eligibility to work in the UK. Now, the final thing you should do to prepare for to prepare for applying to work in the UK is fully understand your visa situation. To identify organisations that may sponsor you, check if they are on the UK register of sponsors and the minimum salary codes of practice. If it's unclear on their website, ask the employer directly. There are also other options such as Tier 1 or Tier 5 visas, but the rules and regulations on working in the UK as an international student does change on a regular basis, so it's your responsibility to keep up to date. You can visit the government website and the UK Council for International Student Affairs to get more information. You can check the list of organisations licensed to sponsor workers on the worker and temporary worker immigration routes by visiting the government website. It includes information about the category of workers they are licensed to sponsor and their sponsorship rating. Last but not least, I also wanted to highlight the importance of, gaining those employability skills. One way you could do that is taking part in our Bolton Award extracurricular employability and enterprise program, which is designed to be completed outside of your academic studies at a pace that is convenient for you. Taking part in this free program will support you to engage in a minimum of 35 hours of employability activity, helping you to develop your knowledge, skills, and experience. It will also boost your career prospects by providing you with a competitive edge in the graduate labour market. For further details about the Bolton Award, you can always contact our Bolton Award project officer, who's Connor Stubley, and his contact details are on the screen now. Last but not least, you do have the careers and employability team that are here to help you. We are professionally qualified careers advisors who can help you provide information, advice, and guidance to help you explore career options. If you're not sure what to do with your degree, that is something that we can support you with. We can also help you understand and audit employability skills and look at graduate labour market, help you access opportunities to gain work experience, voluntary work, and employment. We can also review CVs, applications, cover letters, and personal statements, along with your, if you have a LinkedIn profile, or we can guide you on how to write CVs, applications, and personal statements. We can also help you with preparing you for interviews, talk you through all the different types of interviews that you can come across. And last but not least, we also create and deliver presentations. Thank you so much for listening.